Let's take a look at the Pac-12. A little bit of a different story there. A tough day here over the weekend. Not only was Oregon upset by Washington, but UCLA came up short against Arizona. Both losses mean the Pac-12's chances to have a team in the college football playoff take a virtual nosedive. 8 of the top 25 CFP teams lost during Week 11, with the Pac-12 being the one who took the biggest hit. After Oregon's loss to Washington, their chances to send a team to the CFP went down by 12%. The Big 12 odds went up 17% thanks to TCU's clutch win at Texas, which we just talked about. So right now, Greg, it looks like USC will remain a top 10 team and be the highest ranking Pac-12 team as we finish out the regular season. The question, though, is their resume strong enough to be considered by the College Football Playoff Committee when it comes down to brass tacks?
Right now, it's not. I mean, if we're looking at an apples-to-apples comparison, it's apples to oranges, because if you look at what Tennessee's done, for instance, Tennessee has a win against LSU, who's in prime position, likely going to be ahead of USC, and a win ahead of Alabama, right? So we've seen Tennessee do a great job at this point, stronger resume than SC. Meanwhile, SC really hasn't beaten anybody. But the good news is for the Trojans, they have an awful lot of meat remaining on the bone. You have UCLA this week. Even though the loss that UCLA experienced last week, that hurts SC's resume. Either way, still well-respected, still should be a team that's ranked in the top 20, so you get a win on the road there. Then you possibly get a chance to knock off what is hopefully for SC a really good, well-respected Notre Dame team. And then you might even be able to avenge your loss to Utah in the Pac-12 championship game. Of course, that means that Utah has done some pretty good things these last couple of weeks as well. So they have 3 legitimate opponents remaining on the schedule, Des, and I think if they can take care of business, win against those 3 teams, I think they punch their ticket to the playoff. And I actually believe, Des, even though most people don't, I think USC is actually entirely in control of their own destiny. That's pretty wild to say, especially when you see just how up and down they've been on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, that is pretty wild, but you did a really good job of explaining from a scheduling standpoint their path to the college football playoff, and I also think that you have to look at the perception. The perception coming into the 2022 season was that the USC Trojans was going to be the team under Lincoln Riley with Caleb Williams, that they had all of this flash, all of this pizzazz. They had the name recognition, that people were going to pay a lot of attention to them, that this just might be the team that will come out of the Pac-12 to represent that conference in the college football playoff. So you did an excellent job explaining scheduling-wise how they can get there. But don't forget, these are guys who they have perceptions of teams and of coaches. And Lincoln Riley and USC, that's a big brand. They would love to find a way, if they could, if they believe that the Trojans earned it, to get the USC Trojans into the college football playoff.
USC, by the way, is projected to win their last 2 games, according to our All-State playoff predictor. They are looking for their first Pac-12 title since 2017.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.